Hello, y'all. What is going on?
Hello, hello, hello. I hope that you guys are having a great week. I love when we film these Thursday episodes that come out on Saturday or Friday if you're on the Patreon, which we're going to do some
Mm-hmm.
Patreon stuff after this. We're going to talk about Love After Lockup, the finale, which was crazy. And we're going to talk about Baddies, the finale, which was crazy. Aaron is obviously going to upload some bloopers because
Mm-hmm.
our DirecTV, shout out to DirecTV, we are DirecTV partners. DirecTV is always in all caps and one word, period. Our DirecTV ad went up on Instagram and you guys showed a lot of love. Please continue to show love. Send this to everyone in your
Please.
contact list, everyone in your phone, everyone on your friends list, everyone. Email this to the people who fill your spam folder. Send this out to everyone. Like it, comment on it, share it, do whatever you can. We really appreciate your help. So we are able to do more. And we had a really great conversation because we're so transparent with you guys that we tell you things either ahead of time and like if sometimes it we don't do the things or we'll do something different. We just want to be transparent with you guys. We just like to talk things through and out loud to also get you guys' opinion because you're always so uh you're always so thoughtful and invested in just like great people to have like listening to us. But we had a meeting with HERDAT, which is our network, and it went well, okay. And now that we're completely settled in, we're gonna start getting comfortable, and we're gonna start um adding to our content on Instagram, and then also, adding some ads in so we can make a little money from this so we can continue to give you more episodes and things like that. And also, I was reading through our our what is that called, our podcast reviews, and you guys are so hilarious. But we're just so grateful that I read someone who's like, I don't care what they do, I'm following them to the end, I'm supporting them to the end. And do whatever you want, I'll sign up for whatever you want, so let me know. But we just want to let you know that obviously we are going to be looking for opportunities to either collaborate, which means have more people on, or go on other people's shows, and opportunities to monetize, which means ads of things that we would actually be interested in, not just like bullshit. And also just in general expanding and really being a real brand, because what, in June it'll be 4 years, Aaron?
Yeah, maybe more than that, right?
I think June, because we started 2020. So, and we just didn't even know what we were doing. And we went through ups and downs and arounds. And you guys have been with us this whole time. And then a lot of you found us through other people. And we have a little guest appearance thing that we are going to do. And we'll let you know on the Instagram about that because we don't want to spoil it because it's not our thing to talk about. But like, it's someone that you know and you love, and you ran up that episode. Let's just say, look at the most popular episodes for us, and you'll see. And we can't wait to just like peek our head in that. And yeah, so like, thank you for listening, thank you for reviewing, thank you for liking things, especially like when it comes to free stuff, free ways to support us. Review us, like our posts, comment, share our posts. All that engagement, impressions, it like really matters. Not just vanity wise, because of course, look at me, I care about likes. But like, it matters when we are trying to be better at what we do more professionally. We came from not knowing what a podcast really was to now we're like, okay, this is something that we really love, and that we need to figure out how to properly be able to give you the most high quality stuff and stay ourselves and also make some money from it, because at the end of the day, I'm a Capricorn before I'm a woman, and you know what Capricorns care about, and Leos too. Leos are
Mm.
more vanity focused, which it should cost $1 million to look that good. Look at Aaron. Like it takes
Listen,
money to look that good. So we
just
got to
wait,
figure this
y'all.
out for real, for real. And we have the Patreon, so that's always something you can sign up for. More people have been signing up for it. More content will be being added to it. The bloopers from the Direct TV ad are going to be added to it. Aaron, did you do that already, or is it going to be done over the weekend?
No, you guys will see that over the weekend, maybe tomorrow or Saturday for Patreon members.
Okay, so that's going to be one thing, and then right after this, we're going to have a video for Love After Lockup and stuff like that, which I'm so excited to talk about because it's such a good show. But this, of course, is the Bravo episode. That is all the housekeeping, as we like to call it. And I think next week we might have a guest on for some shenanigans. I think that Kendrick needs to come back and join us. Raven needs to come back and join us. We have a new friend,
Absolutely.
Taylor. Shout out to Taylor. We want Taylor to come and join us and talk about some things. And it's Black History Month, so we're gonna get good and black. But let's get into Bravo. There is Potomac going on, but it's really not something that's a lot to break down or talk about, really.
Yeah, it's not nothing to talk about, child, because
Were there anything like any?
for Potomac,
No.
no, I don't
You
have
know what?
nothing for Potomac.
You know what? There is something to talk about though. Married to Medicine is picking back up because it was good all the way until they kicked Quad off, and then those episodes in between was like a lull, and now this new episode, Sweet Tea told Dr. Jackie to shut the fuck up,
Child, they're
and
trying.
she moved the world when she said that. I was like, someone spoke to Dr. Jackie that way. It's like, oh my God, it was very like little girl. We're like this. Well, no, I'm actually younger than Sweet. We're younger than Sweet Tea, but it's at the same time. It's like, oh my God. But then I was also very intrigued. Like, oh my God, like what's going to happen now? Because I had never even seen anyone talk to Dr. Jackie in that way. So let me set the scene before you give the commentary, Aaron, because I know that you had something to say. This is not even the plan, but I remembered. I remembered, like, because I was like, I need to talk about this with Aaron and get his thoughts. Basically, they are back at Hilton Head. Hilton Head is a place that Dr. Jackie's husband, in the words of Meredith
Talk
Marker,
about those ones.
was caught with another woman not a few years ago, quite some time ago. It was all over the shade room. It was all over everything. Everyone knew about it. Everyone found out about it. It was crazy. Obviously, Dr. Jackie and her husband did not break up. They repaired things. And Simone planned a cast trip there. And Heavenly took it upon herself to take offense by it and bring up that, Simone should not have, well, she didn't necessarily say that. She was just saying, like, why would you choose this place of all places? So it was kind of a mess because it could bring up, negative feelings for Dr. Jackie, but at the same time, Simone was trying to explain that she didn't do this with malice, which I absolutely agree, and I could see that, but I also see Heavenly's point because that was everywhere. And even if she didn't think about it, I feel like once someone made a point like, hey, you know that this is the place that this happened and it was everywhere, and they repaired their marriage and they're in a good place, so why would you want to vacation there when we could go anywhere in the world? We're doctors and we certainly have the money, even if Bravo don't. So I do find it kind of weird, like, why would you choose Hilton Head? My mom is from Georgia. She told me that she used to go to Hilton Head. It's somewhere, I don't know, like, because my mom's from Savannah, so that is like out the way for them. So she said it's a very nice place to go to. But I just feel like, it's a very weird place considering what happened. So they all get to Hilton Head. They thought that Dr. Jackie wasn't coming. They thought that Heavenly wasn't coming. And both Dr. Jackie and Heavenly show up with their mans. and the subject gets brought up at a crawfish boil. I believe that's what it was, not just a crab, but a crawfish, crab, whatever, seafood boil. That's what I'll call it, a seafood boil. And the highlight of the episode was obviously them talking about the situation and why that happened and what went down. And Sweet Tea, she's new to the group. She feels that she has had to take a lot from the women in general, which is ironic because you would think that it would be Quad that's the problem. Quad isn't even
Yeah.
there. Quad hasn't done anything but give the girl a gift. It's everyone else around her that has either mentioned Quad, compared her to Quad, or, did something like that. So she feels like she's been taking it on the chin, and she just doesn't feel like she should have to tiptoe around Dr. Jackie's feelings by either not bringing it up or, you know, certain things like that. So worst comes to worst, she basically freaks out. She tells Dr. Jackie, fuck you. And then she apologizes later on. But Dr. Jackie is like, you're done. Even though she,
Fuck you,
kind of accepted it. She's like, you're
bitch.
done. And that's the episode. So Aaron, I want your, obviously the Married to Medicine expert here. I want all your thoughts from beginning to end.
Listen. So when it comes to this hoghead, this Hilton Head trip,
Not hoghead.
hoghead, Hilton
That
Head,
is so southern.
um,
If you guys know, you know.
hoghead cheese, if y'all know. I just felt
Mm.
like it was right. But when it came to that, I understood what Simone was saying. It's not that, like, I don't think it was intentional, but I do feel that once it was brought up to her, and once people let her informed her that, hey, I don't know if you remember or not, but this was the place that Curtis cheated on Dr. Jackie. I think she should have took that into consideration and been a little bit more sympathetic. I think just her attitude towards it was pretty much like, so are you gonna go? Like, it's still booked. And that's the one thing that I didn't like when it came to the situation. I do feel like Dr. Heavenly was right as far as that was concerned. But Dr. Heavenly, of course, she dragged it and made it so much more than what it was. But I do think that Simone was kind of testing her in a sense, like, just keep going
What do
because
you
it's
mean
everything's
testing
booked.
her?
Like, just to see if she was capable of going or if she was strong enough to go.
But okay, so basically, when we talk about friendships, Dr. Simone are like me and you. Like that's how they're two peas in a pod.
Right.
So why do you think that, even if Simone wasn't thinking of it, once it was brought up, like, hey, this might be a sore spot, why do you think Simone didn't change it? So you think that she was testing her, but like, why would she do that? Why would she test her?
I don't because of the show. I think right now it's this is all what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the production. I'm
Mhm.
seeing that Quad is missing, and they're trying to stir stuff up. Because if it wasn't for that, had they went somewhere else, I don't even think it would have been that dramatic. Because then Sweet Tea
Well, it
would have
wouldn't
had
have, because we
nothing
wouldn't have
to.
had this entire.
Yeah,
You're
we
right.
wouldn't have had this thing, and then Sweet Tea wouldn't have had anything to say to Dr. Jackie, so it would have just been a random big
Ever
ass
since
cup.
Aaron ordered us Banleys, that's what I've
We
been
have
calling them because they're
Banleys.
not Stanleys because we couldn't have like a little behind the scenes fact. We couldn't have any
Mm-hmm.
brands showing, but we needed something that was dramatic so we could like cheers and it couldn't be alcohol. It was not alcohol in that.
I
So
love
I was just like,
mine.
we need water bottles. So I'm like, damn, we should get Stanleys in my head, but I'm like, you can't show that it's
Is it
Stanleys.
not good though? Like,
And these are better than Stanleys. I call them Banleys. They're actually called Fima Fimabook.
mm-hmm.
Fimabook. But in addition to it being like a big ass water bottle, it's actually infused. So if you want to put fruit, you want to put lemon
You can put
and
fruit in there.
mint
I'm
in
I'm
it.
gonna do mine tonight.
You can infuse it and you can have
Yeah.
it, and it keeps your drinks cold and all that. But I'm not gonna go on because y'all not paying me to advertise this. But I did
Mm.
want to just say that I'm very.
I'm glad you did. No, because those. I'm glad you
The shit
did.
is as big as my head, and I have a big ass head.
These are our like watch what happens live props, guys. So
Exactly. So go ahead. What you were saying?
Yeah, but I feel like, this is all done because of production. If this was like a real life situation, she could have clearly been more sympathetic. I would have at least tried to be like, okay, well, let me call and cancel the hotel and see if I can like rearrange it and do it somewhere else. Cause I am so sorry. Like I would have said something like that. But it was just like one of those, okay, girl, are you gonna go?
What do you think about Heavenly kind of like inserting herself as far as like so much so that she was not going to go?
Um, I do. Okay, I do think it was a bit extra the way she came at Dr. Simone, but I don't think there's anything wrong with her supporting her friend. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, you know what, if this is something that clearly is hurting my friend, I'm not gonna go. So I
Hmm.
think for them to not understand that too, because Toya and Eugene couldn't seem to understand that, I'm just like, girl, number one, you and Dr. Heavenly just started being cool.
Hmm.
Let's be real. They just started being good and now they don't have any
Barely.
issues. Yeah, barely. So of course
Hmm.
she's going to side with Dr. Jackie more because they got closer. And
Hmm.
they're I feel like their relationship is a little bit more is a lot stronger than her and Toya's clearly. And then you have Dr. Alicia who's going. And then who else was there? Phaedra. So
Sweet
I could
tea.
see why she would just like, yeah, that's nothing. I won't go on that trip either. I would stay home with my friend. I won't go on that trip either. It's like there's no point. And you could tell that nothing was going on because they were talking about dildos in the emergency room. It was nothing going on that trip. So they were like, production gave them a call and they were like, you know what, Jackie, you gotta come your ass here. You don't got no choice. I'm sorry, you don't want to go to Hoghead, but you gonna have to come your ass
Not
here.
a hoghead.
And Dr. Heavenly did the same thing. Dr. Jekyll was like, I gotta go. They told production, told Heavenly, you gotta come here too. You gotta stir some shit
I
up because
feel
it's
like
probably not
production
gonna be
told
enough.
Jackie that y'all need to go, and then Jackie
Yeah,
told Heavenly, and Heavenly was like, "Oh, if you going, I'm going." I feel like Heavenly doesn't
yeah,
need instruction because she not like literally, but she's a producer. You know what I mean? So as soon as she
right.
found out that Jackie was gonna go, she's like, "Oh, let's go."
Okay, so let's shake it up. Like let's
Hmm.
go to work. Let's go to work. Let's do what we need to do. And then
Hmm.
even the back and forth between Dr. Jackie and Sweet Tea, it just
Okay,
was
yeah.
not.
Start like with your thoughts on that, and like from the
Yeah.
beginning. Do you
When it
see Sweet Tea's side because her side
yeah.
was
Oh, absolutely. Her side was that Dr. Jackie was judging the whole situation with Dr. Gregory and their marriage, and it was something else in the quad thing.
the quad thing, and then she also joked that there was a girl at the hotel room or something
Yeah.
when it came to the
So,
bachelorette party.
I mean, I don't think there was anything in like that was just Dr. Jackie just being a little funny. Like, and I don't think there's anything wrong. When you're around your girls, you're gonna kiki, and obviously they think Sweet Tea is a joke. They don't take that shit seriously at all. So they're gonna laugh and giggle. But I do think that Sweet Tea has a point if that's how she feels. I think she just went about it the wrong way. Because and that's what I'm noticing about Sweet Tea between that temper tantrum at her bridal shower or whatever that was, where she got mad at her sister because she found out she had to spend some more coins. And then now she, Dr. Jackie and her, they're trying to have a conversation and it just turns into like, fuck you, bitch. And I'm just like, well, why is it that? Like, when did that happen? Like, what was happening? Because she said she was going to handle her. I didn't get it. So to me, that felt like they were very much trying to create a moment because they didn't have anything. Because I'm like, why is this even?
But do you think that Jackie was trying to little girl Sweet Tea though?
Yeah,
Because like the way that she was talking to her was in a way, if you're not like someone who can argue,
right.
that's how you respond to things. It's just like, I don't know what to say to this. I don't know how to handle this, so fuck you. But if you're an arguer, you can actually like break
Yeah.
it down and be like,
Because I'm the type, I'm gonna break it down and then I'm gonna say fuck you.
exactly.
And I
I'm
think
both.
that's the right way. Yeah, I think that's the right way to do it. But she was just like, you want to do like, what did she say? She was like, you know, you found my thing funny, so I don't really feel bad for you. Fuck you, bitch. And then it's like, girl, what are you talking about? It's certain moments where I really like Sweet Tea, and then there's certain moments where I'm like, girl,
Well, we
I
see
just
how
don't know.
immature she is, and obviously we
Yeah,
have no place to talk because we're around the same age. But
we're around the
still,
same.
with this group of women, they're so much older than her, and then on top of that, even if
Right.
they weren't older than her, they're professionals. So it's kind of hard to, do that
And they're
unless it
not
was like
going
I
to,
could see her saying that to Heavenly because Heavenly is straight up like disrespect,
even
like rude,
Simone.
and she never even popped
Yeah,
off on Heavenly the way that she popped off on Jackie. Jackie is the one that is just like, yeah, she can be rude and nasty, but she does it in like a classy, low key way
right.
that I feel like maybe she just didn't know how to handle it, and that's how it came out. What do you think of Greg's reaction to Sweet Tea? Because I feel like he really didn't like that, but he had to stay by her. But I feel like when the cameras went down, he was like, that was embarrassing and unacceptable.
Hmm.
What do you think?
I mean, and this is the same man that we seen a few seasons ago fall out on the floor and pretend to have a damn seizure. So did he really feel that way, or was he like, "Oh, you go, girl"? Like, which one was it? So with that, I can't really tell because he's immature
Just as
himself.
bad. Yeah.
So that's why they kind of work out together, and that's also what's going to crash them out. So
That's a good
that's
point.
how I feel with that. But I do think that Dr. Jackie, I was like, you have to little girl her in a sense because it's like clearly she needs some direction because nobody is pulling her to the side and being like, girl, you're
You crashing
embarrassing
out.
yourself. You need to stop. You need to, if you're going to say something, articulate it, have a normal conversation, but to these outbursts and jumping up, and it gets to the point where she starts rambling and I don't even understand what she's saying. And I'm like, are you okay? And I thought
Yeah.
Curtis was also doing too much too. That's
Me
another
too.
thing. I was like, boy, shut up. You're the one that cheated. That's why
Me
you're in
too.
the whole ass situation.
Me
And
too.
had you not did what you did, y'all could have went to Hoghead in peace, but you did not.
So take it,
So
bitch.
take it and hush and hush. So that's my thoughts on Married to Medicine. But yeah,
Okay.
they're trying, Joe. That's all I can say. They're
I feel
trying.
like it's picking up. It's definitely picking up. They stumbled once that whole quad thing went down because that was those 2 episodes after
But
that. I don't
it's
even
just
remember.
Quad needs to come back. Like the more I was thinking about it, I'm like, I get a lot of people saying that she doesn't fit in, but there's something about when she's missing, it's obvious. Like I can't shake it. I can't.
And it's so weird because Quad wasn't in the first 2 episodes. I don't think. Remember, she wasn't in it, but it was still good. But maybe it was because we were just like, oh my god, we have
Because they were
Phaedra,
talking about Quad.
and they were talking about Quad, and we have Phaedra. And now it was so funny because they were like, "Where's Phaedra's man?" And it was just
I'm
like a call
wondering when
out. That was
Phaedra
a
is
call
going to
out.
activate. That's what I'm waiting for. When is Phaedra? When are we going to see the Phaedra on Traders?
And
Like Phaedra and Dan.
that's what I want to. And I thought we were gonna see like after maybe the birthday party, like if they were gonna bring up Apollo or something. I'm like, so what is that like? I mean, well, now that we're on it, so that was Married to Medicine. Let us know what you think about Sweet Tea and all these things. I know that the reunion is absolutely coming up. Um, they either filmed it already or they're filming it this week. But we have Atlanta news, and I think that's what we should do instead of rating the looks of Miami. The Miami looks came out today, and I feel like all of them ate. Like I don't know what the theme was, but they ate down.
I feel like it was Valentine's Day. It was very like floral,
Romantic,
romantic
like
lace. Like,
painting, like
yeah.
the Baroque period, if you know
I like
anything about that. But instead of that, let's just talk about some gossip real quick before we get to Vanderpump Rules. Phaedra, we're speaking on. That leads me to Real Housewives of Atlanta. We got some very heavy rumors. This one is not a rumor. We have to address Candy's leaving. How do you feel about it?
Whew. Scared, scared but excited because Candy has been on for a while. So I feel like with Candy being gone, this means major changes. Like that's the first thing that came to mind. I know people are like relieved because they're tired of seeing her. I also wouldn't mind Candy taking a break, but with her taking a break, I'm like, okay, so it's a lot going on. What are y'all doing?
The rumors are true. Remember we talked about, I don't know if
Yeah.
you said it was Dumois who talked about how major changes were happening in Atlanta. And even
Mm-hmm.
without Dumois, everyone was talking about, okay, Atlanta is in trouble. Like America is in trouble.
They are.
And it seems like they are starting with a clean slate. So there was an announcement that Candy is gone. I immediately was like, okay, so does that mean Phaedra is on? I took the news. I was like, this is a lot of change because she's the longest running housewife.
Mm-hmm.
That is insane. Longest running, highest paid. But my first thought was, it's different because it's not like this is a housewife who we know just from Housewives. We have Phaedra in other reality shows. We have Phaedra in scripted content. We have Phaedra, the executive producer. We have Phaedra, you can go to her restaurants and see her. Like, she will be around. We will be able to
Phaedra is
see,
on
not,
Bravo deep.
and then we also have Candy.
Mm-hmm.
Candy is even more like she's a bigger, not a bigger. Well, she is more known than Phaedra. Candy has been on tour. She's been doing scripted shows. She's been producing
Yeah.
stuff. I think I said Phaedra had a restaurant. Phaedra has a shop. Candy has a couple of restaurants. So we're not going to miss Candy as much as we would miss someone who is just known for Housewives because she's available to us. She's accessible to us because her face is she's worldwide. That's her. The whole thing is she's worldwide. So I wasn't too shaken up by that news. The next day we get news that allegedly Portia and Kenya are coming back. A lot of people are like, what do you mean, when did Kenya leave? I think that the point being that, and that was a neighborhood talk exclusive, it has not been confirmed by Bravo technically yet, but I feel like they would have shut that down, or Portia would have shut that down if it's not true. But people are asking, what do you mean Kenya is back? When did she leave? I think that they wiped the slate clean with Atlanta, and we only have two that are coming back that we know they're coming back, Portia and Kenya. So now they're building around that. When I got that news, I was extremely happy. Like, I was more happy than sad when they announced Candy leaving, because it was like, I'm gonna see Candy somewhere. She was literally just on, like we talked about, Underdogs. So when they announced Portia and Kenya was coming, I'm like, baby, get Nene. If we can't get Nene, Candy said that she just doesn't want to work with Phaedra. I'm okay with taking Phaedra from Married to Medicine and putting her on Atlanta.
I'm okay with that too, and I'll tell you why. Because they need to
Because
bring
you've
Mariah
been,
back anyway, and have Mariah and Quad take that shit over and give us the ratings that we need. Put Phaedra back on Atlanta because we don't have Nene. Apparently, everybody's saying like, "Oh, Nene's done. Nene's done." I don't really think
yeah,
Nene is
but
done.
you
That's my
don't,
personal opinion.
yeah, I don't think so either. I think that, I know that Kenya even did an interview and she was like, oh, Nene burnt the house down or whatever, you can't come back, blah, blah, blah. I feel like there's always a possibility, period, with Nene because
Yeah.
she is Atlanta. She's Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's up to her if she wants to speak with Andy Cohen and production and make things right,
And
between
she's
them or whatever.
working right now, so Nene is gonna be hot at some point. The Lifetime movie with Denise Richards.
Iconic.
The Come on, and then she's doing the Zeus reunions. Nene is going to
Iconic.
have. She's gonna be on top.
So, okay, what do we think about? Okay, so we're casting Atlanta right now. You've always wanted Phaedra back. Candy
Hmm.
was stopping that. Now there's nothing to stop that. Dr.
So good.
Heavenly said that they have Candy. She commented under the post on the neighborhood talk. Someone was like, "Okay, now we need Phaedra and Nene." Dr. Heavenly said, "No, we have Phaedra on Married to Medicine." So, according to her, Phaedra ain't going nowhere. But I feel like Dr. Heavenly, she talks a lot, so we can't really.
I think Phaedra can do both. If they wanna give her both, give her both. Because I'm like, we need
Which
to
one would
amp
you
up Atlanta
rather, though?
anyway. I'd rather Atlanta.
Me too. So let's rebuild Atlanta. We have Portia, Kenya, allegedly. Phaedra, Nene. We need three more. Do you think those three spots should be? I think, in my opinion, we need seven. So that's three more, in my
Hmm.
opinion. If we're doing like a seven, do you think those three spots should be newbies, or do you think those three spots should be like an all stars vibe?
All
Like,
stars.
okay, so who would be
They should
the three
actually
more people?
rename it to like All Stars or OG. I want to say, definitely Sheree. I know people are gonna say what they want to say, but I would
Me
like to
too.
see Sheree interact with Nene and
Me
Phaedra
too.
and Portia.
Me too.
That's what I want to see. Bring back. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying that. Bring back Claudia. Bring back Claudia. I would like to see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then one more.
And then the last one, I would say Lisa Wu.
Okay, I would like to do the same cast, but I am taking away your Lisa Wu, and my opinion is Kim Zolciak. I need to see her with a cigarette in
Mhm.
hand and going over divorce papers with Croy, and I want to see her dating, and I want to see her either friends or foes with Nene, and I want to have a
Yeah.
showdown. And that is Atlanta. Like, that is a rebuilt, solid foundation. Every episode is going to be a 10 all-star OG cast of
Hmm.
Atlanta.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
those are the major things. Candy gone, Kenya and Portia back. We have recasted it. So Kenya, Portia, Nene, Sheree, Claudia, and either Lisa Wu or Kim Zolciak. And then who would you do for a friend of?
Miss Juicy Baby. I was ready for
Miss
that.
Juicy Baby.
Miss
That
Juicy
would be
Baby.
iconic.
Shout out to Bro Chat because they put her in the running to be on Housewives of Atlanta, and I respect them for that. Like,
Yeah.
I
I feel
respected
like
that. Give
that.
my girl a chance.
Why wouldn't we? She's Miss Juicy
The
Baby, the
first
queen of
Little Woman
Atlanta.
housewife that would
Making
eat so
history.
bad. Miss Juicy with the peach.
They need to do the shoot, and they need to do it now to make it Black History, because I
Hmm.
will never forget that.
With the
Juicy, you a
30-inch
damn
lace
elf?
front. Oh my gosh, Juicy would eat that so bad.
God, and she needs to be like front, like leading it, like center peach.
And also Demetria McKinney is a friend of.
So
Cause
that's
she's
okay. Seven main cast with two friends of.
hmm
I
I
feel
kinda
like we
like
have the budget,
I
and
like
that's
the
the
back and
thing.
forth.
We have the budget. I want her and Phaedra and Roger
Hmm.
Bob. Was that Roger Bob? Are
That
we
was
just
Roger
trying to
Bob.
do like a?
That season all over again. That's what I want.
Okay, so obviously our last thing that we have to adjust, I mean not adjust, we have to talk about is Vanderpump Rules episode 2. Y'all really turned fast, quick, fast, and in a hurry on Ariana. I've read more
I have.
negative opinions.
I'm so sick of her. I'm so tired of her. This was the last straw. Last week I was okay with her. This week I'm on her ass. I can't. It's too much. Now you're trying to tell that man he can't have his party. You're living in, and she's being annoying. And now you're going to be a police ass bitch. And you're going to call the cops because your ass won't get an Airbnb and you won't move out of the house. You're being problematic and annoying. And people are tired of hearing about it. You're not as innocent as you portray yourself to be. I'm done. Enough is enough.
Oh my god.
Enough is enough with her. Like at the last season, I was like, okay, we could do this all season, but let's put a bow on it. Now we're starting out the season, and she's doing the same thing. It's like people can't breathe, people can't fart without her ass saying, "Oh, some Sandoval's in the house. I'm gonna call the cops. He's throwing the party. He's too loud. He can't have a party." The man's like, okay, well, everybody will be out at 12. She's still like trying to find a problem with it. It's like, girl, move on. Go get a bowl of Haagen-Dazs. Oh,
Damn.
are you not tired of it?
No, because I feel like I put myself in people's shoes and I'm very much like petty. So I'm going to try to make your life a living hell. I don't
I
want you in
mean,
the house.
me too, but
I
at the
don't want your
same
friends in the
time,
house. I don't want to, hold on. I don't, they built that, but they didn't build that house, but they bought that house together. Ariana probably did the most work in it, decorating it, making paperwork. Like they refinanced that shit. Her name is on the papers. So I would be damned if I let you enjoy this house. And then on top of that, he just feels so entitled. And I'm like, I don't understand how we all are sick of her. Just go somewhere else. That's not the point. The point is that you need to go and have an Airbnb party because you cheated on me and you fucked this up. So go somewhere else. You're talking about how no one wants to be your friend, no one wants to see you. You went and you filmed a show and you have no money. Shut the fuck up. You did this. No one told you to cheat with someone's best friend.
but you know what's worse than Tom Sandoval? Her ass. And people are going to turn on her and go to
They
Tom
have.
Sandoval. Because guess what? You're being fucking annoying. It's like, okay, if you want to do that for a month, which you have, like, people were
Yes,
listening to you
3 months.
sing your bird song for 3 months. People were riding the wave. They were like eating ass. They were eating her ass. They were doing whatever she asked them to
They were
do.
eating her ass?
They were doing whatever
Was
she
that in
asked
the
them to
Peacock
do.
version?
That was in the Peacock version, allegedly.
Fun fact.
Allegedly.
Let me
They
go
were
back and
doing
review the
everything that she
footage.
wanted to do. And now it's like, okay, this is a show. And I know Lisa Vanderpump, I can't wait till she pulls her to the side and she's like, Ariana, for the love of God, just let Sandoval, please just
She's never been
stop.
on Ariana's side, by
Oh
the
my
way.
God, you're killing me every day. Oh, Sandoval, every day. I wouldn't be surprised if Ken Todd is just like, oh, if Ken
Did you
Todd just
know
fucking
that
Sean
Ariana
Top
won't let
Club.
Tom Sandoval have a birthday party?
Can you believe that she's still holding on to the same shit? It's like you moved on. You got a new man. He
Yeah.
makes you happy. Y'all about to have some baby. He talking about babies and stuff, and she
That
likes
was a
that.
big revelation, by the way. I want you
Mm-hmm.
guys to like just a side note. This is kind of like not inspirational, but just a word that I want to get out. A lot of people can't see themselves having kids or can't see themselves getting married or you can't see yourself in a certain situation. And I'm here to tell you it's not until you meet the right person that you're like, maybe I can do this. So I feel like you guys who feel like you never want to get married or there are certain things that you would never do, you never know until you find the right person. So that is just something that I just wanted to say that's unrelated because Ariana has been adamant about not wanting kids, about not wanting a traditional life or a marriage or anything. And she was with that man for what, 10 years? She would, the new dude who doesn't even look 40, by the way, he's 40. Um, and she's like, oh, well, is this what it would be like? So I'm just here to try to let you know, like, don't let your domestic partner or common law husband get in the way of you finding real love.
Because you can get a divorce
Because you can always get a divorce. And you can
easily.
always literally
Well,
say,
not easily.
fuck those kids, and you can be the dad, really. You can make them raise the kids. So.
And I know, and even Lala is getting to the point where she's like, girl, I'm so happy for you. like her nipples got hard. She's like, yeah, that's the life. Like, go live it. Go live it, you know? And
Yeah.
that man, if she keeps it up, that man is going to leave her. For
It's like Lenny
real.
and Lisa on Real Housewives of
Mhm.
Miami. It's like if you're focusing too much on your old relationship. If we're in
Yeah.
something new, then why aren't you like 100 with me?
Because he's like, I got reservations at Fogo de Chao. And she's like, but I can't go because I have to go make sure Tom Sandoval isn't throwing house parties and I'm going to call the police and he's going to be over her ass real quick. It's like at a certain point, you know, maybe take 5 minutes out of the day to make his life hell if that's that important to you.
I
But
like
live
that.
your life. Live your life, you
I
know?
can do that. I can deal with that. I
Because
guess I see your
yeah,
point, but I'm still team Ariana because I'm still like, damn, he wasted 10 of her years and
I'm
now
not against her. I
you're
want her to
back.
be happy. I'm on her team in that sense, but I just want her to stop with this
Yeah.
because it's getting
It's
really
just
like,
hard though because this is only the second episode, so I don't understand how
yeah.
y'all are already like
Because
over her.
every scene, it's like I already know what this girl is talking about. And she looks good. That's the thing that I hate. I'm
She
like,
looks great.
you're living a life, man, and you're still talking about this same old shit, huh? Mm. It's getting
Damn.
to the point where I know if you look at Xfinity and all the cable services, they're gonna know when people start fast forwarding those parts, what's going on.
Direct TV for us
And Peacock, they're gonna
and
know.
Peacock. Well, specifically me, I will be searching for the ass eating scene. I understand. I understand Ariana's thing. We are on different sides. I want you guys to let us know. That'll be our pot stir. But really quick, the other highlight of the episode was James Kennedy wanting his conversation from Sandoval. Whose side are you on with that? Do you think that James Kennedy also needs to move
I
on?
can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm on Tom Sandoval's side. This whole episode, I was on Sandoval's side, and you know why? Because James. Oh damn! Here we go. I almost made it.
Little ASMR. Hey,
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I'm on Tom Sandoval's side because
now I hate that for you. I don't get it.
James is shit. It's like, why are you trying to make it seem like this man? It's like, oh, you just left me hanging, or oh, you didn't tell me anything. It's like, no, you didn't tell him shit either. I don't care if it's 10 years ago. I get what Sandoval is saying. You didn't have respect for me. So why do I have to all of a sudden call you because it's 10 years later? No, fuck you. I still fuck with you, but fuck you.
But
Fuck you.
the difference is that they were supposed to be best friends. 10 years ago, they weren't best friends.
Okay, I mean, true, but hey, he moved on, didn't he? He didn't want her. So hey.
Yeah, but it's like that doesn't mean that you get to go and have a whole affair
Maybe,
with
you
my
know what?
ex.
That is true.
Like,
And
what?
I do think that Tom Sandoval should apologize. But as far as like getting on his knees and eating ass like they want him to do, because everybody that's the new theme of this show now. Everybody
The
just
new
wants you to
thing
get
is
they just
everyone
want you to
wants their
get down
nut.
and eat their ass. That's what
They're
they want
just a
you to do.
squirrel trying to get a nut, I feel.
That's what they're just like, come on and just eat it all season long. And nobody's gonna do that. Tom Sandoval is like, enough. I'm tired of eating ass.
But he hasn't been sorry, and I think that's my biggest thing is that
Mhm.
this whole time Sandoval does not seem sorry at all.
Maybe they
And
need
even
to
to
take
this
him.
day,
Maybe
What?
they need to take him to Head Hog.
Hilton Head.
Hilton Head.
That
and
is
make
too
him
black for
repent.
Vanderpump Rules, but I would cover every frame of that episode. So,
That's what they need to do.
the cast trip to Hilton Head, you
But
guys,
I
next
still,
season.
James, I still fuck with you. I love you. But
Okay, so I think we have been vulgar enough, and we covered the main points of Married to Medicine and Vanderpump Rules. So our pot stir is: are you still Team Ariana, or have you switched sides? And we gave our answers here. And are you Team James, or are you Team Sandoval? And also, how you feel about eating ass. We will be back with a pop culture episode. We love you so much. Is anything else going on?
no, that's it. Let me know what y'all like to do.
God,
Bye, y'all.
bye.
A Huda Media Production.